All right, VC, how you doing? Welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. My last edition talked about the possibility of snow happening in my area, and was hoping it wasn't going to happen. Well, it happened. We did get a little bit of snow. It was kind of wet snow, but still enough, because it's still chilly, it's enough to have a nice little coating on the ground, the cars, and the rooftop. So hopefully it's not going to stick around, but it's early October still. I mean, we're at mid-October. We're not even done with this month yet. Oh my goodness. Hopefully it's warmer where you are. But thanks for stopping by. Got some live stuff. We're going to the Fillmore East in particular. In case you're not familiar with the Fillmore, they were concert venues in the late 60s, early 70s, run by a promoter by the name of Bill Graham. Anybody who's anybody in the rock and jazz world performed at the Fillmores. They were great concert venues, great ballrooms. The Fillmore East was located in Manhattan, the Fillmore West in San Francisco, and unfortunately with the industry changing, Bill Graham decided to close them in 1971. So this is an absolute classic album. This is the Allman Brothers Band at the Fillmore East, and this album came out in 1971. Double album. Cannot say enough about this band, just in terms of musicianship, taking rock, southern rock, on such a high level, and just a terrific band overall. So this album came out in 1971, double album. This is a later pressing from 1974, I believe, because they then felt the need to put this on as well. The specially priced 2-record set. Of course, you can still see the title over here, and then on the back, they felt the need to put on the song listing, which they didn't have on the original. And these are the roadies for the group, and there we have the band there. And it's amazing, after all these years, we only have Dickie Betts still with us. Although Dickie Betts has had some health issues, I think he injury sustained from a fall. He was going to go back on a solo tour, and then one of the drummers, J-Mo, still with us. But gosh, you know, when you're talking Dwayne Allman on guitar, Greg Allman, bassist Barry Oakley, and Butch Trucks, the other drummer, no longer with us. Man, what an incredible band. Just amazing musicians. All right, so let's take a look inside. Double album. Great gatefold. And when you're talking, whipping post, side 4 at 22 minutes 40 seconds, in memory of Elizabeth Reed, and you got tunes like Stormy Monday, Statesboro Blues. Can't go wrong with this. Just wonderful music. And this came out on the Capricorn label, and I can show you the label as such, in Capricorn. All right, and if you like the Allman Brothers Band, especially their Fillmore East recordings, if you can pick up this CD box set. This came out a few years ago. I don't know if it's still available, but this is the Allman Brothers Band, the 1971 Fillmore East recordings, the complete recordings. And this is a 6 CD set, and I love how it's just in the nice book form. And this was the sleeve that was just on the back there, and it kept, of course, the hype sticker, just attached it to the sleeve. And so this has their complete Fillmore East performances. So you got March 12th, 1971, first and second show, March 13th, 1971, first and second show, and then you've got the Fillmore East closing show. Bill Graham was such a huge fan of the Allman Brothers that when he was closing up the Fillmore East, wanted the Allman Brothers Band to close it off, and that they did. So this is the closing show from the Fillmore East, June 27th, 1971. So again, it's a nice book overall. Lots of write-up about the band. I'll quickly show you some of the inside here. As you can see, lots of write-up and a few photos as well inside, but mainly essays with regards to this one. And a few nice reproduction of the gatefold there, and track listings, and the CDs are housed like that, so you got 2 there and then 4 there. All right, and this also includes the full Mountain Jam at 35 minutes and 39 seconds. Oh, what a band. Now, speaking of the Fillmore, we've got Humble Pie Performance, Rockin' the Fillmore. And this is the Fillmore East once again. Humble Pie, a great group. Steve Marriott, formerly of the Small Faces, left the Small Faces for this band, sadly, because I'm a huge fan of the Small Faces. And then teamed up with Peter Frampton on this one. And this is a rockin' album, another double album. This came out in 1971. Lots of photos of the band. You got 4-Day Creep, I'm Ready, Muddy Waters, Rolling Stone, also Ray Charles, Hallelujah, I Love Her So, and I Don't Need No Doctor, wrapping up the album. But yeah, this is, if you want just a rockin', and Steve Marriott is in fine form on this one, both vocally and on guitar. Man, I tell you, this is just rocking from start to finish. Of course, Peter Frampton, can't go wrong with this. And this came out on A&M Records. And there you go. And speaking of which, very much like the Allman Brothers CD box set, I did pick up Humble Pie Performance, Rockin' the Fillmore, the complete recording. So you've got recordings from late May 1971, so you've got complete 2 shows. So you got the Friday first and second show, and then the Saturday first and second show. So very much like the complete Allman Brothers recordings, you're going to get some song repeats, but particularly with these 2 groups, they never play song the same way twice kind of thing. So you're going to get a nice variety. This not as an elaborate box set as the Allman Brothers, simply housed, something like that. And you've got the 4 CDs inside, like this. And then just a nice little booklet overall. Again, you're still getting a write-up. You got some nice pictures, but not too detailed, but gives you what you need, sort of thing. So that's Humble Pie, Rockin' the Fillmore, the complete performances. Okay, some prog for you. Pick this up used. Jethro Tull, always a polarizing band. Some like them, some don't. Jethro Tull, of course, with Ian Anderson, Minstrel in the Gallery. Always enjoyed this cover. And the back, yeah, I didn't know it just flipped like that for the back. But this is a nice example of Jethro Tull. If you don't have any in your collection, this gives you a nice example of the electric and the acoustic together on one album. So it's not too acoustic or it's not too heavy that way. And it moves along pretty good. You got Minstrel in the Gallery that kicks things off. Cold Wind to Valhalla's on here. Also One White Duck and Baker Street Muse. And it's a nice album overall, if you like flute. And, of course, Jethro Tull. All right, there you go. And a little bit more prog for you. Finally picked up a decent copy of this one. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Brain Salad Surgery. Of course, the classic Emerson, Lake and Palmer album with the amazing cover illustration artwork by a fellow by the name of H.R. Giger, who then later worked on the Alien movies. And so there you have that. And then this, of course, opens up. And very nice to see that the poster was included on this one, because often I've seen the poster missing, which is odd because it's an unusual poster that you wouldn't necessarily be putting up on your bedroom wall. And so the poster, gosh, kind of like this, opens up like this. I don't know if you can get it all. It's quite a big poster. So see that, and then it opens up sort of like this. Hello. You've got the faces there, and then some of the song listings on either side. So yeah, it's an unusual poster included, but nice to see that. And let's see if I can open this up once again, show you the inside of the album. And yeah, there you go. So Emerson, Lake and Palmer, this is prog rock at its finest. Certainly with this album, it's Emerson, Lake and Palmer, sometimes at their craziest. It is just an incredible album. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Brain Salad Surgery. There you go. Okay, we got a little Canadian content for you on this one. Just always like this band. Switching gears here, we've got the Powder Blues Band and their album Thirsty Ears. And Powder Blues Band, blues, but it's really up blues, kind of up swinging, kind of jump blues. Nice horn section, and this features the title track Thirsty Ears, which got a lot of radio play, and also the hit Lovin', Kissin' and Huggin'. And yeah, this is from 1981, 1982, and the inner sleeve, now this has a hole punched in it, but then the inner sleeve is just blue. And it is the inner sleeve because it does have the catalog number there, so you think they would have put maybe something else, but I guess they were going with the blue theme on this one, Powder Blues Band, Thirsty Ears. And just enough time to show you this one. Couldn't believe my luck. I picked this up for something like 50 cents. Joe Jackson, his second album, I'm the Man. And I forgot what a great album this is. And just in terms of a rockin' album, I mean, we often think of Joe Jackson, you know, his kind of quieter stuff on the piano or his more jazzy stuff. But this is like late 70s, fast rockin' kind of stuff from start to finish. And this is another one where it's like this, and then it's like that on the back. Like the title track alone, I'm the Man, is just rockin'. And it's nice to see that it says lyrics, etc. inside. And at least we have the lyric sheet on the sleeve, photo of the band, all the lyrics there, and then of course on A&M. Joe Jackson, I'm the Man, second album. Great album, really great album. And that's going to wrap it up for this one. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thanks to all the new subscribers and the comments. Always appreciate it, and I always try to get back to you when I can. So we'll chat again. Bye-bye.